Hello there, I welcome you back to another week of Sports Brief for GSN 24 Live. My name is Hellen. Coming up in our headlines for today, Kevin De Bruyne ruled out for months. Juventus sacks Igor Tudor. Ghana presidency orders payment of Blackqeeens bonuses. Blackqeeens agree to play Egypt. Lyle Dorgbetor set for explosive clash. Agnes Ngetich set world lead at Valencia half marathon. Kenya athletes triumph at the 2025 Standard Chartered Marathon. Lyle Foster ecstatic after scoring late winner. Now on to our stories in details, and beginning with the Blackqeeens. The impasse between the Blackqeeens and the sports authorities over unpaid bonuses appear close to resolution following a direct order from the presidency for immediate payment. According to sources, the process to release the funds is already underway, bringing relief to players and officials after days of tension. The Queens own $9,500 each for finishing third at the 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, had boycotted training over the weekend in protest. They demanded their entitlement before honoring Tuesday's second leg qualifier against Egypt in Accra. This episode echoes past dispute, including the Queen's 2016 protest for unpaid bonuses after winning gold at the 2015 African Games. Still on the Blackqeeens, Ghana's Blackqeeens have agreed to train and honor their 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations second leg clash against Egypt following threat to boycott the match over unpaid bonuses. The players, who are owed $9,500 each for their bronze-winning performance at the 2025 WAFCON in Morocco, boycotted training on Saturday and Sunday, insisting they would not play unless their unfounded payments were settled. The team won the first leg 3-0 in Ismaila last Thursday, giving them a strong advantage ahead of the return fixture in Accra. Tensions escalated after reports suggested that Sports Minister Kofi Adams had dismissed the players' concerns, allegedly telling them they could leave camp if they were unwilling to play. However, the minister has denied those reports, assuring the players that their bonuses would be paid within the week. The Queens are expected to resume full training ahead of their decisive encounter as they seek to secure qualification for next year's Women's Africa Cup of Nations. In boxing, Ghana's boxing scene is bracing for a blockbuster showdown as two of the nation's brightest prospects, John Expensive Bonsa Laryea and Holy Dorgbetor Dorgbetor, edge closer to a long-awaited face-off that could define both their careers. The Graphic Sports understand that talks are well advanced for the pair to headline a December 20th mega fight in Accra, likely to be staged under the banner of Hellen Matchroom Boxing, one of the sport's brightest global promoters. Now fate seems to be steering them onto a collusion course in a fiercely competitive division. Away from Ghana, Agnes Ngetich set a world lead of 1 hour 03 minutes and 08 seconds, and Yumif Kejoka clocked 58 minutes 02 seconds to retain their titles at the medium marathon de Valencia Trinidad Alfonso Zurich, a World Athletics Gold Label road race on Sunday. The world record looked under threat for most of the women's race, but Kenya's world 10-kilometer world record holder Ngetich eventually fell short by 16 seconds, crossing the finish line in 1 hour 03 minutes and 08 seconds. She achieved the third fastest performance in history, a time only battered by Letizanette Gide's world record of 1 hour 52 seconds set in Valencia in 2021, and Ngetich 1 hour 03 minutes 04 seconds run in the same city last year during her debut over the distance. More in athletics, Chepkwony and Hellen Chepkorir emerged victorious at the 2025 Standard Chartered Marathon on Sunday, outpacing a record field of 32,000 runners, including over 200 elite athletes, in a display of endurance, strategy, and determination. The event transformed Nairobi Street into a showcase of athletic excellence and community spirit under the theme Run for a Reason. In the men's full marathon, Chepkwony clinched the 42 kilometers title in 2 hours 10 minutes and 56 seconds, his 8th fastest time ever on the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon course, and walked away with 2 million Kenya shillings. Debutant Hellen Chepkorir impressed in the women's marathon, completing the 42 kilometers in 2 hours 27 minutes and 17 seconds to claim her first marathon victory and win 2 million Kenya shillings prize. Away to South Africa, Bafana forward Foster came off the bench with 14 minutes of normal time remaining with a scores level at 2-2. In the 5th minute of the added time, Foster launched onto a through ball from fellow substitute Hannibal Medri before producing a neat finish to give a side maximum points. The victory was significant for the Clarets as they move 5 points clear of the relegation zone. Foster will now hope to start in Burnley's next encounter when they host Premier League leaders Arsenal on Saturday. On the international front, Napoli's victory over Inter came at a heavy cost as Kevin De Bruyne suffered a serious thigh injury that was sidelined him for at least 3 months. The Belgian midfielder, who scored the opening goal before being forced off in the first half, underwent scan at the Pinata Grand Hospital, confirming a severe tear of the right biceps femoris. This setback is another major blow for Antonio Conte's side, already deprived of Romelu Lukaku since August due to a serious thigh injury. With De Bruyne now out for an extended period, Napoli lose their top scorer in Serie A and a key creative force in midfield. As the club leads the league alongside AS Roma, Conte might soon turn to the transfer market to find reinforcements capable of keeping Napoli's title hopes alive. On our final story, Juventus has decided to part ways with Igor Tudor following another disappointing result in Serie A. The Bianconeri fell 1-0 to Lazio on Sunday, marking their 3rd straight defeat and extending their winless streak to 8 games. Sitting 8th in the standings and struggling in the Champions League with just 2 points from 3 matches, the club's management decided enough was enough. Tudor's side looked uninspired both offensively and defensively, and his comments after the match reflected a man under pressure. The dismissal was made official by the club shortly after the loss. Massimo Bramila, coach of the club's under-23 team, will take over on an interim basis for Wednesday's clash against Udinese. This is all I have for you for now. Do like and subscribe. I'll be back with more.